What happens when you put together one of Strictly's most loved professionals and one of Coronation Street's sassiest stars, who also happens to be a former Dancing on Ice finalist? Well, we're about to find out. Here to tell us why they're teaming up for a new show. Please welcome Kevin Clifton and Faye Brookes.
How are you? You are fine.
That's called showing off.
This one loves it.
Well, welcome. First time for you on Loose Women, is
It's
that
the
right?
first time for both of us, actually.
Yeah.
You've been on Loose
Only
Women.
on Zoom. I've never actually been here.
Haven't you?
No,
I
it's all very
absolutely
exciting.
would have sworn you had. Well, welcome.
Thank
to the
you.
studio.
Thank you for having us.
Did you sleep well last night? Do either of you heard us talking about sleep?
I never sleep well. Don't know about you.
I've got a newborn baby. I haven't slept in it.
Yes, little Minnie.
Yeah, Minnie. Yeah, she's 10 weeks old and, keeps me up all night at the moment.
Oh, but you don't mind because you love her.
Yeah.
So you're not a good sleeper?
I'm not the greatest sleeper, no. A little bit of a worrier, always thinking and trying to do the whole switch off, get off your phone, all of that, but you just can't help it. Yeah, always a bit of a...
Well, I expect you've got lots on your mind now, Faye, because you're joining Strictly Ballroom the Musical next Monday, this coming Monday. So Maisie Smith's currently your partner in this.
Yes.
And you're joining next week. So how are you feeling about it all? How's
I'm
rehearsals?
really nervous. This is, like, the first time ever I've not really been with a company and worked with them in rehearsals day in, day out. So I feel a bit out my depth. I feel like I don't know if I'm ready. And it's been really lovely just kind of catching as much time as I can with you, even to the point where I'm messaging going, can you just send me a video of the finale because I've forgotten the steps? That's how quick this turnaround has been. But, yeah, I can't wait to work with the company. I've been with them for one day.
Do you like the new girl at school?
Gosh.
I feel like the new girl at school, absolutely. And then Friday is, like, the big run-through with wigs and costume, and I can't wait. But, yeah, I think Monday just needs to come now because I'm getting more anxious about it.
We all had 6 weeks of rehearsal together. Like, and
so how do you
Faye's just
find
kinda-
it, having a new partner that quick? Because you're obviously used to Maisie.
It's like we've literally done about 3 sessions, haven't we?
Yeah.
Like where we've been working together, and obviously everyone plays each character differently. Faye plays it very differently to Maisie, so but it's quite exciting actually. I find like as an actor, it's quite exciting and interesting to just suddenly play opposite someone who's doing different things. It keeps it so alive, and you have to really listen to what's happening rather than just fall into kind of what you've been doing 8 shows a week for the last few months. You can't sort of rest on anything. And Faye brings so much to the table as well. Like, she's so... in the sessions that we've done, she's been so creative with what she's doing with the role that, yeah, it's quite exciting for me.
So if people don't know, so this is a Strictly Ballroom the Musical based on the film.
Yeah.
So this is the musical version, stage version. You're Scott Hastings, your friend. Just tell people if they don't know, they don't feel in what the story is.
Yeah, so it's a Baz Luhrmann film from the 90s, and it's a story about a ballroom dancer called Scott Hastings, who has ballroom dancing parents, and he sort of... he wants to go against the grain of what he's expected to do. He wants to burst out and do his own steps and express himself in new, creative ways, rather than just following what everyone else is doing. And he's very frustrated, and he kind of loses his dance partner, and then he meets a girl called Fran, who is a beginner at the dance school, but she's kind of got hidden dance talent as well. And she's in a situation as well where with her parents, she's trying to break free of the traditions of her family, and they sort of find what they want in each other. And, you know, it's a romantic story, so maybe something happens.
I tell you what I really, really love. So since you were 10, you were manifesting this role of Scott. Tell us about that.
So I saw the film of Strictly Ballroom when I was 10 years old, and obviously I've grown up as a ballroom dancer, so with ballroom dancing parents, so I felt like this movie was about
It's
me.
you.
It's like, this is for me.
You're Scott.
Yeah, I became obsessed with it. And I watched
You had to audition, didn't you?
Yeah. So I said to my mum and dad when I was 10 years old, and I watched it millions of times, and I went, one day they're putting this on stage, and I'm going to play Scott Hastings. And I've just turned 40, so it's been like this 30-year journey to get it. I auditioned for it the first time, like a few years ago when it first came out, didn't get it. Then I heard that they were going to do a brand-new tour, redo it, and Craig Revel Horwood is directing. I thought, this is it. This is it. There's no way that I'm not doing this musical. And I just sort of spoke to Craig, and I was like, we're going to do this, right? And he's like, you're going to have to audition. Like, he wouldn't just give it to me. He was like, no, you're going to have to audition. And he put me through this whole process. I was doing self-tapes, singing a song from the show. Then he wanted to hear a different song. He needed to hear the Australian accent. Yeah, all of this. Until finally I got it.
That's fun. I love doing the Australian accent.
Go on, do a little
and
bit
yours
for
is
us.
quite good too.
Can you do something for us?
Yeah, I hope so, because we're doing it 8 shows a week.
Yeah, that's right.
Do a little bit.
Give us a bit of a line.
Well, no, you're a gutless wonder. That's what you are. You're pathetic. You know, that's which is being really mean. And that's not mean. I love doing accents, though. I think it's a part of an actor's job to explore and have fun and experiment, all of that. And when it came along, everyone was a bit like, oh, you know, we need you on tape to do the Australian accent. I think it's meant to be quite tricky, and I love it. So I don't know if it's for other actors difficult. I thought I'd just done it for you, Colleen.
I zoned out because I'm
Just about 30 seconds behind.
Right.
Oh my God.
Just let her catch up.
Everybody has to do it in the show, though, and it's brilliant.
There is the big number, which we all loved from that film, the big paso doble, the big finale.
Yes.
How you two, have you had time to rehearse that?
Yes, a few times. We tackled it very quickly, didn't we? Within the first session, we were just running it, and it is... it's a part of the show that I absolutely love anyway, and what Kevin brings to the show is insane. It's unbelievable. So working with a professional and getting to do these steps, and it's very different to anything I've ever done before. I've never done anything like this before. Ballroom and the flamenco and paso doble. I've only done jazz and tap and ballet, so I'm all like, you know, airy-fairy. And a little bit on ice. But they were just like, get down in your feet, and I was like, I'm trying. But he's just amazing and supports me and just, you know, he's there in my ear telling me what's next.
At least you don't have the judges at the end.
Yeah.
Two.
Exactly.
But then Craig is the director.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. And that's, like, I wondered if it would be, like, different, because obviously we know what he's like on Strictly. You prepare a dance all week and you're practising for hours on end, and then Craig goes, 4.
I know. I know that pain.
After the show.
Sorry?
Does he give you notes after the show?
Oh, yeah, like, and all the way through rehearsals, and you think, like you sort of rehearse the scenes and the songs, and you perform it, and sort of the rest of the cast are like, oh, yeah, that was great, and Craig goes, no, that was rubbish, do it again.
That's why we love him. So, guys, you join on Monday, then you're going on tour?
Yes, we're on tour, UK tour until July.
OK, well, listen, have a great time.
Southend
Strictly
tonight,
Ballroom the Musical, coming to a theatre near you. Thank you very much, Kevin Clifton and Faye Brookes.
Thank you.